election that happened on November the 15th. It abolished the office, in essence meaning that that election did not take place out.
A cruel aspect to this, that this man ran for office, he campaigned, he spent his money, he got thousands of votes, and now just days before he's supposed to take office, you're going to change the law and prevent him from taking office? In what world is that right? We all know this is wrong. This is just wrong, and it needs to be stopped.
It's targeted, how many governors, how many attorney general come into a parish race and get involved? That's unheard of. Hey, thank you. I just convinced people that they vote counted, and now what's happening here and with this bill is that they vote don't count.
Only in America is the life of a black child equivalent to a $1 water bottle. Because why was this 14-year-old boy murdered after suspicion? Again, he did not even steal it, but the store owner thought that he did. Why do you think that? We all know, because he's black. It's racist. It was racial profiling. It was anti-blackness that led the store owner to end the life of a 14-year-old boy over suspicion of stealing. They ran the security tapes over, obviously so that the little boy did not steal anything at all.
Listen up! We love that everybody's here. Hey! Be quiet! Hey, listen up! Where am I? Listen, we need you here. But we got to get Chris England on the record. That is important. We got to have Chris England.
Research reveals that black leaders face many unique challenges that white leaders do not face. The first challenge is the constant scrutiny and pressure to perform, which can be overwhelming. Studies have shown that black leaders are often held to higher standards than their white counterparts, and when they fail, they are more likely to be blamed for the organization's failures. This scrutiny can lead to feelings of isolation and burnout. Additionally, black leaders often face what is known as the double bind, a situation where they are expected to adhere to both white and black cultural norms. This creates a challenge and balancing act where black leaders must navigate between two worlds while staying true to their own identities. Research suggests that this constant balancing act can be emotionally and mentally draining. Also, black leaders often face resistance from their peers and subordinates, who may be resistant to following their leadership. This resistance can stem from both conscious and unconscious biases, which can be difficult to address. A study conducted by the Center for Talent Innovation found that 64% of black professionals reported that they faced bias from their colleagues. Black leaders often face limited opportunities for advancement. This is due to a variety of factors, including the lack of diversity in leadership positions and the fact that black leaders are often pigeonholed into specific roles. A study conducted by the Center for American Progress found that only 10% of Fortune 500 CEOs are black.
The most dangerous lie in American history is not slavery itself. It is the refusal to fully own what slavery required, because slavery was not an accident. It was not a misunderstanding. It was not just how people were back then. It was a system built by human beings who chose profit, power, race, and empire over humanity. And America is still psychologically trapped inside that unfinished moral crime, right? When Pope Leo apologized for the Vatican's role in legitimizing slavery, he did something many institutions and many white Americans still struggle to do: tell the truth without immediately protecting themselves from the truth. Because the real issue is not whether slavery happened. Everybody knows it happened. The real issue is accountability. For centuries, powerful white institutions benefited from slavery and segregation and land theft and racial terror and exclusion in economic systems designed to keep black people at the bottom while extracting labor, wealth, culture, and opportunity. And instead of fully confronting that history, America built a defense mechanism around it. They minimized it, they sanitized it, they denied it, or turned any discussion of it into an attack on white people. That avoidance is poisoning this country right now because a nation cannot heal from a wound it refuses to examine honestly. Look at the reaction anytime slavery or racism or systemic inequality gets discussed seriously. We get anger, we get defensiveness, we get culture wars, we get book bans, we get stop teaching this, we get that was a long time ago. Why can't people move on? But the consequences never moved on. The racial wealth gap didn't disappear. Housing inequality didn't disappear. School inequality didn't disappear. Over-policing didn't disappear. And distrust didn't disappear. And what makes this even more dangerous is that millions of Americans now feel more comfortable defending national myths than confronting traditional truths. That is how societies decay. Not because they admit their sins, but because they refuse to. The Pope's apology matters because institutions almost willingly never admit moral failure tied to power and money. And whether people are religious or not, the deeper message hits America directly. A country cannot claim moral greatness while running from moral accountability. And until America learns the difference between guilt and responsibility, this cycle of racial resentment and denial and backlash and division will continue tearing this country apart generation after generation.
So what's up with you? What's your name?
Anand, can I see your ID or something?
No, I mean, you can call the police, or I can call the police. Can I see your ID?
Yeah.
Let me see your ID.
Yeah. Take out your ID and I'll take out my ID.
Let me take out your ID and I'm gonna take out my ID.
Okay, let's. Can you get my phone? No. Let's call the police. Give me your phone. Let's call the police.
I'm in my own neighborhood where I live at, working in my neighborhood by my house, and I have this man asking me, do I live here?
Yes.
And what's your name?
Dude,